Okay, so this is an episode of the show I've been wanting to have a long time. Good friend, Steve Nuccio with Nuccio's Louisiana Kitchen.
That'll work.
That'll work.
That'll
and
work.
You do if you know Nuccio's product at all, you know him from his olive salad and Rouse's and all of those places.
Yeah, Whole Foods,
Rouse's, all of that. You do your olive salad and
all
and
homemade.
You're passionate
all
about
homemade. We're passionate. We're back to the old school recipes.
Yeah.
Back from the old days, from when my grandparents did it.
Uh-huh.
The old central grocery style stuff.
Uh-huh.
So we try to get it back as back to the original recipes we can get in today's products.
Yeah.
Right. So a lot of that stuff's not available anymore. Naturally, it's a 100
Like
years,
what?
100-year-old sandwich. Well, the meats, for instance.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's not a lot of them's not really imported anymore.
Okay.
They're made locally. We use a local Chisace ham.
Yeah.
So we try to keep as local as possible.
Well, that would be a good New Orleans Italian
Italian thing. Yeah. It's an Italian thing. You're all Sicilian thing. Yeah, we're New Orleans. Sicilian.
Sicilian.
We're not Italian. We're Siciliano. We're not Italian. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, but you know, and the reason I've got Steve here, Steve and I go back years and years. But
how many years is it?
It's
Was it 10 years?
10 years. Yeah, 11 years.
Let's tell the story.
It's about 11 years.
I'll tell the story.
You can tell it.
All right. So 11 years ago, my wife and I, we just started with the olive salad and the Muffulettas.
This is 11 years ago.
11 years ago. Yeah, I had a little more hair back then, and a lot more blacker than
Not
it is
too
now.
much. Yeah, definitely more. Yeah.
So my wife had this grand idea. She's the grand idea person to go work the markets and start selling our stuff.
This is the Covington Farmers Market.
Covington Farmers Market. Mm-hmm. Still there today. Go visit it if you didn't hear about it.
Yeah, fantastic. Actually, so look, I've got.
Am I telling the story? You telling the story?
Well, I was just chiming in here.
Let me drink some of this coffee.
I was saying here at the shop, I've got Blood River honey from the
Covington Market,
and I've got Succotash Farms, Succotash Ferments kombucha from the Covington Market here. So I got a bunch of stuff from.
So we got a long line of
Covington stuff here.
So anyway, back to the story.
Back to the interesting part.
So 10 years ago, my wife, we had this idea of doing the Covington Market, try to sell our olive salad.
Your wares.
My wares. To see how it goes. So that day, I'll never forget as long as I live. I think it was Hurricane.
This is an outdoor market, right?
So it's an outdoor market. Our first time there, we had a $15 tent. And it's storming. So we set up.
It's buckets.
We set up in the corner because we were the
it was his
first ones
day.
there, right?
It was his first day.
It was yours too, right?
And my first day.
Yeah.
It was our first day.
It was our first days there. So I'm sitting there in the rain, the product's getting all wet. I look over and my wife said, "Who's these two idiots in the rain?"
Yeah. It's us.
So it was just us and Kevin. So he was selling coffee without selling. We were sitting there with
we weren't selling anything. We were just ruining product.
Could have sold umbrellas. That's about it. And so that's how we met.
That's how we met. We met that day, and then we proceeded to do that market for 7 years together.
Right next to each other.
We were next door to each other
for the whole time.
7 years.
Until I got scammed.
Every Saturday.
I lost my spot.
Yeah. 7 years. But and then from there you grew.
From there we started Rouse's.
Mm-hmm.
Well, naturally we started with the local stores first. We had a couple of small stores in the Mandeville, Covington, Madisonville area. Then we approached Rouse's with our product, and they gave us a few stores in our area, St. Tammany area, and then we just grew from there.
Yeah.
And, now today we've kind of backed off a little bit from that because it's just my wife and I doing it. We're in search of a new facility to do our product.
Well, because people like it's funny, like, your product is more well known than I know, and I know you from when you started. You know me from when I started.
Right.
So, I'll run into somebody, and I'm like, oh yeah, my buddy makes olive salad. He's like, no, not like this olive salad I get at the store. It's 100% olive oil. Nobody makes it like that anymore. I'm like, my buddy makes it like that. He's like, no, not like this one. And then as it turns out, they're talking about you. They're talking about you. So you are probably,
we're one of the few that's still using pure olive oil.
100% olive oil. That's the biggest deal. All of these, and I didn't know this until I met him and had his stuff.
Well, you're not a member of the higher order. You gotta be in that class.
Well, yeah, y'all make it for yourselves or whatever.
Yeah, we actually we make it for ourselves. Our motto is we won't serve it. We're not going to sell it.
Yeah.
So we make it as passionate as we can. We make it as authentic as possible. Again, nobody knows the exact recipes from 100 years ago, but this is what we think it was probably close to what it was then.
And Steve's one of the, and this program if you've seen this program
This
before.
program is brought to you by
Yes, good. Yes,
Roast Coffee.
there you go. This program has definitely got a bunch of yats on it, and you're one of the biggest yats
Well,
that I know.
60
you know?
years, yeah, I guess. I can.
Your dad's still.
My dad's still in the night ward. We grew up in the
Dad's
Marigny.
80-something years old. Grew up in the Marigny. Yeah.
I was there with him last night.
Yeah.
So we can drive down here today. Because right now I live on the North Shore.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Look at
Make that ride. But yeah, my dad's still in the Marigny. We're actually getting ready to start renovating one of the side of the house and probably spend more time there.
Hang out down
with
here.
him. He's getting older, so we can spend more time.
And so one of the things that, I will either ask the guest how they came to New Orleans, or I'll ask a local where they went to high school. So where'd you go to high school?
I went to, well, I grew up in the Marigny, right?
Yeah, so see, I would
St.
think
Peter and Paul right there.
All right, so you went to St. Peter and Paul. Yeah, now it's a fancy hotel. Yeah,
Peter Paul Hotel.
Everything's a hotel.
And
Holmes is all of them.
Holmes's and Swagman's, they're all right there. Traditionally, guys in my area went to Holy Cross or Brother Martin, right?
Aloysius.
Yeah, Aloysius.
Are you old enough for Aloysius?
Hey, man, come on. I'm only 60, right?
Yeah,
well, almost 60. I'm only 59.
So it'd have been
it was Brother Martin
then?
On Legion Fields, yeah. So naturally, I applied it to Brother Martin, but grades being as they were, it didn't work out. So I had some cousins that went to Redemptress and wound up at Redemptress in the Irish Channel.
Right here. Down the street.
Down the street, Josephine and Constance.
Not here. We're on the other side of the Garden District from here.
So I was a night ward boy going to the
did
Irish Channel.
They turned into Redeemer Seton? How did that?
Redeemer. Well, it turned to Redeemer.
Merged. You went to Redeemer.
I went to Redemptress.
Redemptress. Oh, okay. I'm confused.
I think a year or two after I graduated, it became Redeemer.
Uh-huh.
We moved down, I think where Holy Cross is now. And then around
the next
Lakeview area, I think.
Yeah, Gentile.
And then they merged with Seton.
Paris.
Then it became Seton Redeemer.
Right.
So it was Redemptress, Redeemer, then Seton Redeemer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
that's where I went to high school with all the Irish Channel guys. I think I was one of two Dagos
in the channel.
Yeah, Irish Channel.
So Steve's product is here all the time. We're selling your
Muffulettas.
We're selling your Muffulettas here, so you can grab a Muffuletta. It's fantastic.
Grab and go.
And then also you're going to be doing some pop-ups here. You can buy. So if you catch Steve here at the shop, you can buy some of his fantastic olive salad directly from him, and salads and all that kind of stuff.
I guess I can say we're here today, but this won't be today.
Well, of course you're here today.
We're here today, so if you're here, come over. We're here today.
Yeah, but this isn't live. This isn't going to be live yet. So, but just we'll follow up with with our social media and everything, and we'll
follow us on Twitter, Facebook.
You've got all that too.
Yeah, we're on there. Nuccio's Louisiana Kitchen on Facebook.
And then come out and grab some of and really, if you like olive salad and you like that, if you like olive salad, you really haven't had it.
Even if you don't like it, come try it.
Yeah, come see. Right.
You might have a new favorite.
Yeah. All right, Steve. Thank you much, man. I appreciate it. I'll
All right,
let you get back to selling the olives.
That's right.
Take
Bye,
care.
y'all.